ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks. The last time we were here, we were very much early into this game's early access, playing in World War I and working on like the really old tanks, the first tanks. But this game has seen some updates, and I will admit, I refunded the game a while ago because I didn't really want to pay for a game that I had to wait for too much longer. So I refunded it, bought it again, and now we have a few updates under our belt. Going into the game, a couple things have changed. We can go ahead and play on different difficulties to make my life a little more easier and less, you know, I'm going to just start on Apprentice, but we have Era 1, Era 2, and Era 3. So we have the Interwar period, World War II, and then eventually we'll have the Cold War, or modern day. I don't know exactly what they're going to put this as, essentially. But we already, we played effectively through the interwar periods. And I want to see what, I'm sorry, we already did the World War I period. I said interwar like in Chucklehead. But we never got to play in the interwar yet. So I'm going to start us off into the interwar, and then we're going to move on into World War II. So let's go ahead, check it out, see what's new with it. Alrighty, lads. So here we are on our new company. Now, the thing that sucks is depending on what time period you start the game in, it does add a layer of complexity, right? So while your factory by the interwar period should be probably like, I don't know what levels they would be, you should have upgrades under your belt. It seems to me that when you start, it just generically puts you at level 2, and it just evens you out. So it kind of adds a level of challenge. Well, what are we going to name our company? Well, lately, thanks to my friends, we've had a company in our games. We already have an established business. So what we're going to name this is B&B Arms. If you are a longtime viewer of the channel, you know what B&B stands for. If you know, tell me in the comments section. I love to hear from our longtime viewers. But this company will be B&B Arms, a subsidiary of our previous ventures. World news! With the establishment of the Specialized Tank Corps, the interwar period promises to be a dynamic time of rapid innovation and advancement in armored warfare. Military strategists are already envisioning a new era where tanks will play a central role on the battlefield, eclipsing the dominance of traditional infantry and cavalry forces. Cool. Alright. Now maybe it's just me, but the graphics of this game looks weird. I do not know why. Let me in the comments section. The graphics definitely look weird. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save, back out real quick, and then come back. So I'll be right back. Alright, so, oh my god. I don't, what the hell happened? So, first of all, shouldn't the Russian flag be different at this point in time? I'm pretty certain under the Tsar, the Russian flag was different. Hold on, I'm curious. Oh, what? I mean, okay, it was sort of that. I mean, it's missing the, what is that? Two-headed bird? I don't know what the hell that is. But no, I mean, okay, it's similar, but it's not that flag. I thought it was a different flag. But anyway, what? How did Russia? Was Russia's borders really this expansive during World War I? It's like, I'm assuming these little dots are like, every region has a unique income. Yeah, these are like regions that are under. Yes, Warsaw. This is Poland. So Russia just said this is mine and came right in. All right, I mean, okay, so that's. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Did the Italians really control Istanbul back in the... I don't really... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm good with, I think, World War II history. World War I, I'm a little fugazi on. I didn't even think the U.S. had territory out here, but okay. Anyway... Oh, America's in... Hey! We can start selling to the U.S.! Oh, I can set up a trade office in America? So we can be an American company. That's cool. Do I have the money to set up a trade office? Okay, 4 million. Sure. I don't know what that does for me. I can't speak. Anticipated demand. Okay, so we gotta talk about production. Let's see what's new. Now, one thing I'm gonna give this game shit for, I still have to give it shit for, is the load times. It's a Mark A. Is that an interwar? No, this is World War I. Is this interwar? I remember that. That's a World War II. That's a World War I. I almost said World War II. Oopsies. It's still... Yeah, so these are still interwar tanks. So the only tank we have is this little butthole piece of crap. Alright, what about... Let's see. We don't have any... Like, I'm literally... So for this episode, it's more of a general overall. Like, what do we have available? And is that... Like, I'm just kind of like looking everything over. Land battleship? Engineer, reverse engineering. We don't have any tanks to reverse engineer. Research. Okay, let's see what we got for research. So this is tier 1. So these are the World War I tanks. And then this is World War II, World War III, but we haven't gotten that far yet. Okay, so the reason why we don't have anything for the interwar period is because we haven't actually unlocked anything. The tank I was looking at, I was right. That was a late World War I tank. So this is World War II. I'm sorry, this is interwar. I get mixed up. My apologies. So can we research 2 weapons at once? Ooh, we can. I like that. All right, so there's really no point now. I don't think there's any point me producing anything right now. Does this tell me what year it is? It's 1921. But shouldn't the German Empire not be the German Empire right now? Because if it's interwar, this would be at the end of World War I. The German Empire would have collapsed and become the Weimar Republic. If I'm correct. If any history is wrong, tell me in the comment section. I do want to hear from you guys. That's Luxembourg. Okay, that makes sense. Luxembourg is kind of just there. Am I going screwy? Austro-Hungarian Empire. Okay, I was like, does that say Syria? Okay, no, that's the city. I just don't understand why Russia has so much territory. That just makes... I wonder if the developers goofed. Tell me in the comment section, is this correct? Does any of this seem wrong to you guys? Let me know. Oh, so this is back before China was a mess. Japan is here. Cool. Alright, so what I have to do... We're already doing research, administration. I don't know what any of this is going to do. Right, bosses. Like an iron, a German, Italian, a Frenchman, Brits. Who are these people? Investigate, hire top executives, and dismiss them if needed. So... Oh, okay, so I can hire these guys for different forms. So I can mix up my company and work for whatever company I want. Or work for whatever country I want. Okay, weird. Engineers, workers, compatibility. So can I, like, test weapons this way? Like, how does this work? Like, do I just select it? No. Oh, you know what I think this is? This is literally telling me what hardware works with what. So, like, if I wanted to build a heavy Mark Zero, I can use these turrets. But for this, okay, so I don't remember if compatibility was a thing in the previous build of the game when we were last here. We can do espionage. That's cool. We can buy the shitty German tanks that no one wants. That little... Really? That's what the Russians had? So we can buy tanks that way. That's really cool. What about the Americans? What do they got? What the hell is that? What is that rinky-dink piece of shit? Some of these tanks is like, good God. Somebody was smoking something, okay? Now I'm just trying to remember how... I think we literally just engineered through this way. And I'm pretty certain... A Mark A? Alright, so... This is alloy. We have steel. Oh, so these are up to date for technically the quote unquote modern age at this point. Modern. I feel like that's probably gonna be better. I don't know what these do, so I'm looking at the differences. Makes it less transportable. Makes it less stealthy. This is less safe for crew. I guess screw it, we'll do this one. Why not? Who needs safety? Speaking tubes? This is a wireless set. Why speaking tubes? Additional view. Oh my God! Help me, God! Then. Oh. I didn't realize the stats next to me. I kind of feel stupid. Yeah, so that's better. I feel like the first one offered better benefits. Yeah, it's probably still gonna be there. Okay. Is the tail wheel necessary? I'm confused. Okay, so these stats confuse me. So it's comparing from the last given object, essentially. So this one, it has all these negatives, but then this is a benefit of it overall. So technically speaking, I don't know. I'm gonna say this one, I guess, because I guess. Okay, what the hell is this? Oh, this is the turret itself. So we'll do wouldn't steel be better than wrought iron? No, but... Oh, that makes it heavier. Okay. No, but steel is heavier, so I would imagine it's probably more durable. I mean, it's marginally, so I guess steel is gonna be better. Alter probably... I'm just thinking in theory. Nah, we'll stick with rivet. I think the thickened flaps were good. Let's do wireless set. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just shot in the dark right now. Like, yeah, this'll do things. This will do a lot of things. I don't even know if we're speeding up time or not. I don't know what... I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, really. I'm taking a shot in the dark here. I'm gonna say yes on the weapons. Like, they're good. I'm gonna pretend like they're good. I have no idea. That requires 5 crew, where this requires 4. I feel like the first one is... Okay, so that helps me filter. There's more that goes into this one, though, so I'm going to use the Liberty engine. Okay, so we have that together. And I think for the most part we have our stuff, like... I'm trying... Oh, you know what it was? I remember. We have to essentially design this... And then we need to go... No, we don't need reverse engineering design. Yes. Right, and we didn't end in engineering. We didn't edit that yet. Okay, I'm starting to remember... Where's the thingy that I put? Wait. Oh, did it not save my thingy? It didn't save my thingy! How dare it! Okay, so, I mean, I'm regaining my bearings here to figure out what the hell it is that I'm doing. That's what I did wrong. So when I designed the tank itself, like the actual body and everything, I had to hit assign. That's why I didn't know what I was doing. And then line 2, my schematic, I believe this is the one that I whipped together. I have to, well, okay, I have no one to assign to. But for me to build things, I have to assign it. Now if I go to production, I don't think I have a complete, do I have anything complete that I can build? So, oh, okay, so these are tanks, like this isn't, oh, it is. Oh, these are series, oh. These are different variations of already pre-existing tanks. Interesting. Okay. And do I have the... I do have the resources for these. I just don't know what should be built. So these are variations of those original tanks. Ah, okay. Right, I remember the Hornet. I feel like the Hornet was the one that was selling the most, honestly. I can only build like 2 at a time. So what if we do like just 10 of each? Right? So like maybe, I don't... Oh, okay, so the frigate and the battleship, one's male, one's female. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, so... Oh, I can't actually assign because... Why? Okay, so I have to wait for that to finish building. Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing then. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're moving. I was like, why is time not moving? Okay, new Army Corps introduced. France has ushered in a momentous chapter in its military doctrine, integrating... Okay. So, hold on a second. I want to check the world right now and see if things changed now. No. No, the world is still ticking on. New diplomatic... Okay, so Bulgaria and Japan have signed a comprehensive agreement symbolizing shared commitment. Okay, I'm just like... I'm wondering... I'm almost tempted to just change the save file into the World War II period. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. Hold on. Nick has the gears turning in his head. Hold on. Alright, so just for kicks, I loaded up into World War II. The original save is actually something I'm gonna work on. This save was just a nonsense to work, just check things out. I wanted to see if the map changed. So, no, okay, so the flags are persistent. This is the World War II period. So, just for kicks, we're gonna max out. Okay, new military doctrine, that's fine. So the Russians have a new military doctrine. So at this point, it seems in history, but I guess yeah, I guess. Did Russia really own that much land back then? Like, I'm literally just sending up the clock because I want to see. Because, okay, so the implication that British Empire announces... Yeah, so the developer is going to need to, like, change some things. Because, like, for some reason... Yeah, Russia definitely... Yeah, the map's not right. It can't be. It definitely can't be, because what this map says is that the Russians owned basically all of Scandinavia, and the British owned Denmark, which I don't think they did back then. And also the US had territory in Spain? No. That can't be correct. No, that's not right. Yes, it's definitely... The developer definitely needs to change up the map a little bit. I mean, where's Luxembourg? That disappeared. Oh, duh, the map's not flipping anymore. So, yeah, I was kind of... I mean... I hope that the developer does allow... Okay, so at this point, the Japanese had already invaded China, I guess. Someone already sent us a contract. Yeah. No, there's no way the Chinese and the Russians would have this much land in Japan, especially in 1936. They might have had land up here at one point, maybe. Boy, the Russians would have never had... At this point, like, Tokyo's right... Wait, where's Tokyo? Wait, why is Tokyo not here? Isn't Tokyo right around here? Yeah, Tokyo's right around here, and how are the Russians and the Chinese knocking on Tokyo's door? There's no way. Nah, if anything at this point... I mean, I don't know if the Japanese had already invaded by this point in the war. By 1936. I don't really know how far out. But... yeah, the map's not accurate. It doesn't seem it. But nevertheless, tell me in the comment section what you guys think. Do you think it's accurate? But with that said, let's go ahead and check out the research map real quick. So tier 3, we start off with some rivets, some turrets. Now what tank can we actually build? What does it let us? So okay, so it seems like the game's generically gonna have us start off with British hardware. Yeah, so we're gonna be working on the Cromwell for the World War II. So we're gonna start off with British tanks, and then be able to buy others. So if we go espionage, we can get some interwar period tanks. So it looks like early on you can buy interwar tanks. Wasn't this Soviet tank here like during World War II? Like, I don't think the Russians had that yet. I think that tank might be a time traveler. That tank maybe is a time traveler too? I don't know. Tell me in the comment section. Oh, we have any Shermans? No, we have a Lee. Okay, so that's probably right. Okay. What else do we have? In engineering, let's see if there's anything we can actually play with. So this is little rinky-dink tank. If I go to production, it should show us what tanks we can play with. So we have this little piece of shit, which apparently 0 countries have. Oh, okay. It doesn't, because at this point in the save we didn't have it. Okay, I don't remember. Some of these I don't remember. Like this one I think I've seen before. But essentially the whole game is literally just managing a business, buying and selling tanks, purchasing materials in order to build it, and storing them and selling them. That's really it. Now I wonder, can we... oh. So, we can't... now, I think this is probably an interwar tank. Now, see, I know this is like a test drive kind of thing. But I would love if there was actually like combat. Like I wanna test this against actual tanks and like fight something else other than dirt and targets. That's just me, personally. But yeah, that's basically this game in a nutshell. I'm contemplating whether or not I should really start with the interwar, or if I should go back to my, go over in World War II. I'm sorry, World War I, my apologies. Start off in World War I, work my company up, and then work into World War II. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I feel like the tank should definitely be able to go over that wall. That is a lie. And we're just clipping in. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. This game is cool for what it is. And I mean, I get the concept of this, that like it's not supposed to go over walls and whatnot. It's supposed to like test its mobility and how easy can it turn and all that other nonsense. That's what it's supposed to do. And I just suck at driving. That's kind of my big problem. I'd love it if my turret would like kind of look at the target. Oh, so wait, what's that little circle there? Because if I'm aiming where the green is, then the tank totally destroyed, or is it just smoking out? Alright, so I guess that's destroyed. Lame. I wanted to see it, like, actually, you know, go kaboom. I shot way over, that's bad. Okay. Oh, the little circle is where the machine gun is looking. Neat. I also noticed that the rounds... Oh, interesting. So, wait a minute. If shells can ping off, how about side armor? Nope, I just can't aim straight. That's my problem. So, is it because it's dead, or because this thing's armor is actually so thick that I'm not getting any penetration? What about these? Or is it just some nonsense friendly fire? I'm not seeing any bounce back. Like my shells are just vanishing into thin air. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. And I'm assuming the reason why we're getting the bounce back, the recoil, the ricochet, I can't speak, Christ help me, is because of the fact that I already destroyed that tank. That's probably why. I mean, the fuel is good. I don't know if I can actually, like, speed this up. I have no idea. But, yeah, I mean, it's neat for what it is. So, one reason why I'm firing is if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you can actually see the shell fire off. That's a neat little design. I like that. That's cute. But, oh. No, I was going to say, and that's our first problem. This tank can't go over trenches for some reason. But yeah, look, there's ricochet. And I can't tell if that's because the developers don't want us blowing those up, or because they're just not meant to be blown up. Which would be the same thing as what I just said, and I'm talking out of my ass. Alright, so there's another... Oh my god, what? My voice cracks so bad. Alright, so it's hit, it's destroyed, and then... okay, so it's because of ricochet. The ricochet is because it's already technically destroyed. That's what it is. But anyway, lads, that is where we're going to just leave this one for today. I'm actually going to get a proper save running, and I'll come back to you guys. I really wanted this to be as essentially like a reintroduction to the game, and to kind of remind people that this game exists. So, with that said, I will... I can't speak. I will talk to y'all later. If you enjoy this content, if you enjoy my channel, if you enjoy games like this and you want to see more, engagements make a difference, and it helps our channel to grow. It helps our community as a whole to grow. And I appreciate each and every one of you for your help. I appreciate you for your support. If you guys want to come hang out with me, link in the description below for the Discord. But other than that, likes, dislikes, comments will help the channel to grow. Bell icon keeps you up to date with our channel whenever we go live, when something new comes out. Join our Discord for community events, as we're always doing something. I think this Monday, at the time of recording, we're going to be probably doing a community event. I just got to set something up. But other than that, I'd really appreciate if you guys could subscribe and follow me on Twitch. With that said, I will see you all on the next one. You guys are fantastic. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you around.